as well.
Okay. Okay, so you guys go back to potion check. Or you go back to the warehouse district first. The entire district.
Warehouse district first.
District, okay. So as you make your way back to number 1, Lou, can you roll 1d4, see how long you take? It's a very big city, it's very big.
That was on days.
2.
No, hours.
Oh,
Okay, so you took 2 hours just making your way there. There's a lot of people, it's bustling, it's bright daylight. You're back in the warehouse district. There are 5 shops here, the fishery. There's Aurora's Realm shop, you might be able to find some weapons there. There's Umber. There's the Salt Inn, which is the inn with the hammocks. And there's Potion Shack, where you got your perfume.
Okay.
Yeah, these are the 5 shops here.
So, Aurora's Realm.
Yes. Would you
Okay,
like to go?
right, guys. I go in and get something.
Would you like to follow the dwarf or everybody together? Okay, so they seem to want to follow you, they seem to like your company.
Oh. Yes.
Okay, so you are back at Aurora's Realm shop. This is the limited edition gear outlet. Okay, so this is the Byzantium outlet of the famous adventuring goods retail chain. There is only one Aurora shop in all of Thay, and this is it. Aurora's Realm shop encourages you to come back with your very rewarding loyalty card. What are you waiting for? Sign up now! Ding dong dong. Welcome to Aurora's Realm shop, Byzantium's limited edition gear outlet. All items here are limited in stock and best in quality. Fresh off the adventuring rack. Today's offer going at 200 gold. Please note that Byzantium limited edition gear outlet does not accept any items for resale. If you have products to sell, please approach our next nearest shop in Elgaron. Thank you for visiting the Byzantium limited edition gear outlet of Aurora's Realm shop. Ding dong dong.
So the whole shop is just limited gear? Or just that one out? Oh, it's okay.
You're not gonna make us say it again.
I just need a confirmation, it's not just
It's
a
like
counter
touching
that's
that
limited.
circle, you know.
Trauma. Look at her trauma. Okay, so Gran, well, the party has been there before, but just for you.
Okay.
The shop is utilitarian. It's exactly the same as all the other Aurora's Realm shops around that you've been to lah. This one you've been to before a couple times,
Okay.
and you know that the gnomes here have their tongues cut out.
Yes.
Yeah.
Been there
Okay.
before.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So they generally are very frightened and they don't want to be touched or interacted with.
Okay.
Yeah. You just do your thing. You self check out. You leave. Okay. So what would you like to get here? Today for sale there is a shrinkable body sleigh. It's a sleigh to help carry bodies, but it can shrink into a charm size.
Ooh, okay.
There's also an enchanted cage. So it can catch any size humanoid, small to large, and it can shrink also when empty, and it +1 to catch. So it's an improved cage.
How much is that?
150 gold.
Okay, I'll just keep note of that first.
Okay, and over here, in all of Thay, right, there's only 6 holy symbols for sale. Okay, so the only holy symbols here that is allowed for sale is symbol of Mistra, symbol of Sirik, symbol of Mask, symbol of Loviata, symbol of Kosus, and symbol of Ambali. Only these 6 gods available here. Okay, there's a scroll case, which is a standard one, and they have an infinite scroll case. You can keep infinite scrolls. And then the items here right now are braces of archery, dust of sneezing and choking, mariner's armor, quiver of Alhona, and a bag of holding. Display piece left. Last piece.
Bell holding.
Yeah,
How much?
500 gold.
I look like you like.
Yeah, I'm gonna get it.
Yeah, you can get it.
Okay, just the display piece left.
Yeah.
So it's a little bit dusty.
Okay.
Anybody got press key?
Anything left inside?
Roll 1d100.
Ooh.
34.
You get a wand of lightning.
Ooh.
What?
It only has 2 charges left.
Okay.
It's kind of dusty also.
are we playing ones that reset on dawn or
No,
just one shot?
Mm. I'll tell you if it resets.
Okay. I think the cake will be useful.
Anybody like to buy anything here?
Yeah.
Money now. There's a braces of archery,
Yes.
dust of sneezing and choking, mariner's armor, and quiver of Elhona left.
You know what I want to get.
Braces of archery.
Braces and quiver.
The braces are 1,000 gold.
Okay. Quiver?
The quiver is 800 gold.
Totally gonna get them.
What would you like to get?
No.
Okay, please add that to your inventory. Braces of archery +2 to damage rolls with all your archery weapons. For the quiver of Elhona, it's a 3-compartment quiver. The first compartment can hold 60 arrows, bolts or whatever. The second can hold 18 javelins or whatever. The third can hold 6 bows, quarterstaff or spears. Okay, it can basically a whole of shit. Yeah.
That's it.
And it's combat ready. That means yeah, you can as a bonus action you just shoot it and whatever. You don't have to use an action to take it out.
Oh, nice.
That means if you wear it, it's equipped. You are equipped with all this
I'm
shit.
equipping all.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay, that's nice.
That's why it's expensive.
So it's basically like any game when you switch weapons.
Yes, it's immediate. Yes, exactly. There is a scroll bar to read.
Nice.
I need my shield. Sword. 200 sword.
Yeah.
That's how you go.
Yeah.
Straight on.
Yes.
Then suddenly I have a staff now.
Yes. Okay. It's
So
very useful.
So that's all the items on display right now. And
Yes, because some of the items have been bought already.
Okay.
Anybody? Anything?
Nope.
You're good? Yeah. You wanna buy some sneezing dust?
I would get the cage, but I'm quite low.
Would you like to get a cage?
I think I get
It's only 150 gold.
150 gold. Okay, I pay fully in silver.
Okay.
So it'll be 1,500 silver.
Okay. Can. Okay, where would you like to go next?
Potions?
Potion check? Okay.
Oh wait, no, it's Hoga's turn.
Oh, yeah. Olga? Well, go to the potion check. Alright, okay, so we are back at the potion check. So it's a warehouse that has been converted into a shop selling all sorts of liquids. Whatever liquid you can think of is for sale. So there are drinks, there's juices, there's perfumes, there's oils, there's potions, okay? It's everything. And there are several customers here. And the man at the counter is the same undead wizard Gex. Yeah, he's still stirring his shit and okay. So there is a lot of stuff for sale. There's a menu for food, there's a menu for perfumes, and there's a menu for oil and potions.
Perfume.
Okay, Gex is still making Shadow Dew, so there's none of it. There's more chaotic and Soon's Breath if you want.
More chaotic. You still have 9 more spritz.
Would you like to try some perfume, Gran? They are very popular with the Thayan women here. As you can see, a lot of the customers in here are female. Just like yourself.
Perfume's not for me. I'll head on to the potions.
Okay, potions for sale. Superior healing, supreme healing, enlarged person, reduced person, haste, fire resistance, cold resistance, and poison resistance.
Haste.
Okay, haste is at 100 gold, very cheap.
Wow.
Because everything magical is cheap here.
I'll get 3.
Okay, you get 3.
Yeah, 2.
2, you get 2.
I just look at my gold. I pay full in silver.
How much is Supreme?
Silver is
Supreme is
Easy.
600 gold. Anybody want anything? There's burning oil, there's oil oil of slipperiness, and there's oil of sharpness.
What a sharpness one.
If you put it on your weapons, it gives additional piercing damage.
Don't have weapons. Never mind.
Okay.
You
What
have
for
for your
your
horn.
Why?
So many horny jokes.
Okay. Yeah, and anybody want any potions?
And oil and sharp.
There's also strawberry juice, there's orange juice.
I buy strawberry juice and drink it.
It's 1 silver, it's delicious.
I want strawberry
Oh
juice
my
too.
God. Okay,
It's
you
the
can
best
either drink it or
strawberry
add it.
ever.
Yeah, plus 2 HP.
Oh my
Saving money for a weapon.
Okay. Today's special, blood orange. Blood orange soda.
Wow.
Anybody?
Exotic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm gonna get one that.
Okay, it's 100 gold.
Oh no, so
For
expensive.
some
Put it back,
reason-
right? You put it back.
For some reason, it's 100 gold.
It's probably got real blood in it.
It's sparkling. It looks very pretty, and it's served in a crystal bottle. You can keep it if you want.
Okay, I buy it.
Okay, buy one.
Activated by the smallest
Mystic Man, when you
things.
pick it up, right, you realize that it has some magical properties.
It's probably metal. Ooh.
I drink it. You drink it now.
I don't know what I'm doing.
I think
When you drink it now, it adds +1 to your constitution. Lasts until your next rest. So you feel healthier, stronger.
ready to face the day.
Yeah, ready to face the day.
Okay. I guess I'll leave that.
+1 to constitution. As in your actual constitution,
Oh, not the modifier. Oh,
Not
wait,
the
yeah.
modifier.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's narrowed the modifier. Sorry.
What's your con now?
15.
So it's 16 now lah. Until last
So you
time.
get +3.
Yeah, correct.
Then you have to add the +1 to according to your hit die, according to your HP.
No
so
lah.
If I took a sip, can I cover the bottle and keep the bottle? You said it comes in a glass bottle.
You drank it, I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
No, she wants to keep the bottle.
Oh, yeah, you
Oh.
can keep the bottle, but the bottle will be empty.
It's a glass bottle.
Yes, it's a crystal bottle.
Crystal bottle.
It's a very pretty crystal bottle. Would you like more? Anybody want?
I want to go pick up empty Pokemon bottles.
You have to wait. You have to wait. Do you mind waiting?
Do you guys mind waiting?
How far along is the potion?
Are you asking Gex?
Yeah.
Ooh,
A few more minutes.
Okay.
Yeah. She has a help of comprehending languages, so she can understand what he's saying.
What did that happen?
The moment we entered the
Yes, she won it, which was a very good buy. Yeah, okay, so Gex starts to stir, okay? So while he's stirring, the rest of you are browsing, and Hogarth, while you're waiting, right, your mind starts to wander.
Uh-oh.
Okay, so while you're waiting, right, you just look around, then you realize that this is the first time that you are out of your comfort zone. You're not in a temple, you're in the city, cities, and it's like everything is so foreign, right? Then you just start thinking about the past, and you remember your days as a toddler tossed in a cage, and in chains. There were shackles around your neck, shackles around your arms and ankles, and you were being carted around from city to city waiting for somebody to buy you, right? And at that point, you were very, very, very young. You don't even remember how old you were. And you were so weak and ill, and you hardly had any energy to stand. So day after day, it was so painful. You were brought from market to market, and then you watched your fellow captives get picked up and sold. And now and then, the slave master will bring in new captives, and then you know by now, at that point, right, not to make any friends, because they are just going to leave very, very soon. So one day, the slave master had enough of you, because you are just taking up his food, taking up his space, and nobody wants to buy you because you're so weak. And he started to take his frustration out on you. So you remember those days where he just dragged you out onto the streets, throw you onto the cobblestones, and you were a child and you were completely naked, and he started whipping you in public. on the streets in the town center square, screaming words at you that you do not really understand. And yet you realize then that if you're not sold, you will be fed to his dogs within the week. Okay? So your memories of those days, you still remember even to now. It doesn't fade, and the pain doesn't fade, the humiliation doesn't fade. And he continues to whip you and scream at you. You don't feel the blows raining down your back anymore. And nor do you hear his meaningless words. And his anger no longer reaches you. You just become empty. Then as you crumble onto the floor, your tears all dried up, you see a set of traveller's feet in front of you. And then the slave master stops sweeping you and he stops shouting, but you don't really notice. All you hear is a deep voice speaking to you, and it's a very kind voice. And then you hear chains being clinking open and the sound of coins passing hands, but you don't really know where it's coming from. Then you feel your body being scooped up from the dirt and cradled in brown cloth. The cloth is rough and kind of dirty, but the arms that hold you are so gentle. And for the first time in your life, you realize you're safe. Okay? So you remember it was only several days later, after you gain consciousness, you see a middle-aged man tending to you, and he's a monk, and he's got worry lines all over his face, and when you look at him, he smiles. Okay, so you remember his smiling face very, very clearly. So she's just standing there, Hoga is just standing there, staring into space, doing this, and then you're like, so this is what you see. That's so dumb.
What?
Tragic story.
What? Oh, is she in potion? Perfume.
Perfume. Maybe she can't afford it. You can cure the potion.
So I look at the Lu, the champion that won. I think he wanted to buy that.
Which one?
Yeah, I try and duck her eye, like where is she looking? So which potion is she looking at?
Just randomly.
Randomly, chaotic.
Who wants that?
She already has one.
She already has one?
Maybe it's the one next to it.
Next one.
You want another one? Is that why? I can get you one. It's alright.
What?
I can afford it. You can
Afford what?
This. No.
I think she's being
People like,
modest.
yeah, people like, what do you say if she wants it or not? It's so embarrassing to ask.
Wait,
Just-
what? Yeah, Hoga, you snap out of it, and you realize that you were crying.
What?
It's okay. We'll put in money to help you get the perfume you want. And I
I
just
guess you
said,
had a very fun time last night with the perfume. Like,
oh, she used it last night.
yeah.
Oh.
I used it last night.
You were using last night.
Or you're being used last night.
No.
Damn, I haven't. No, please don't buy me. It's okay, I don't need.
Ah, it's fine.
No, worry.
I'll get it anyway.
Guys.
It's like
Okay,
the
I'll
bowl,
forget
as
to put
in-
it back, but I'll hold on to buy later.
Okay.
when you buy it, say it's for as a gift. So they put a bowl and like a to and from.
Fancy packaging, right?
Yeah.
packaging for extra.
Then you see you start hearing the girls screaming again. And
I push him to the
Yeah,
front of
yeah.
the line.
Yeah. And then they are all snatching at the shadow dew that Gex is concocting after he spat into it, and then he mixed it, and then he gave it to them. And then they are all and then they throw it.
Opens back and then catch it.
It's like those games, right?
Yeah.
You know,
Catch it.
Can you roll 1d12?
Plus the shadow dew.
yes, that one.
This one?
Yes.
Okay. How to buy
You have no idea.
6. That's an average
Oh,
roll.
my
6.
You want to buy a shadow dew? You have to be faster than that girl right there. Be faster than that girl right there. She's gonna snatch the very last one.
No!
No.
What am I rolling for?
It's Dex. Right?
Probably Dex.
You get it. You get it.
Probably not.
Dexterity.
5 plus 4, right?
There's 9. Quick math.
9.
9 ah? No, I'm sorry. Nope. Yeah, that lady got to you. Got it first. She got it first.
We can come back.
Again.
I think we got the shadow deal.
God damn it!
You make us suffer. You suffer with us.